With speedroping.com, you know, I try to bring you different videos every time we go somewhere and show you what it looks like in case you live a long ways away. But this weekend, I took my wife up to the NRS Training Center in Decatur, Texas, for her to rope a little bit. And this is Frisco, my practice horse. She hauled him up there. But this is the facility. It's pretty neat, very nice, state-of-the-art, one-stop shop for everything you need. It is everything under one roof that a team roper would need to go rope, have fun, take your family. They'll feed you and everything else. But I had my little booth set up, my little boy and girl roping. I got to visit with people and talk to people. That's the one thing about doing the website. It allows me to be able to be a lot friendlier, talk to people, answer questions. When you're competing, you try to be very quiet and keep your mind going. But with doing the website, I've got to meet a lot of people, and I try to give you a little footage of different places we go and how we do and what our objective is. As you know, on the website, I always try to load something about every day. Hope you enjoy this one. But I got an interview with Krece Harris on here about his new bit line. It's a pretty neat concept. He's trying to simplify it for team ropers, but I'll let him tell you about it in his own words. But if you're ever in Decatur, Texas, need a place to stay, stalls, or want to rope a little bit, NRS is your place.
Go ahead.
All I was going to say is we're here at the NRS Training Center in Decatur, Texas. They had a 7, 8, and 9 roping here today. Krece, what do you think about your facility? It's sure state of the art. You got a lot of really cool stuff here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, it is, in my opinion, state of the art facility for the sport of team roping. David Isham built this facility with education in mind. So that is the bread and butter of what we do around here. And I feel like I've probably got the best job in the world to be able to teach people how to team rope and horsemanship and be able to work in a facility like this.
Makes it very good because David has a lot of things for team ropers. You can pretty much find anything at NRS stores located all over Texas. Are they outside of Texas or just in Texas?
Just in Texas. Just in Texas. There's one in Salado, one in Granbury, one in Weatherford, and then the main store here in Decatur with the warehouse, and of course the catalog company and the internet business.
You do a lot of schools here at the NRS Center.
30 plus a year. You know, we're usually booked 48 weekends out of the year, so the majority of what I do, Speed, is 3-day clinics. I'll schedule 28 to 30 regular scheduled clinics a year, and then I do close to 10 private clinics during the week throughout the year. So sometimes it's hit and miss on, you know, whether or not the weather's good, bad, that we have to cancel something, but we have a roof over our head, so that helps a bunch. But we have been iced out before, so.
Yeah, the roof helps, but when the weather's cold, it's not much fun to teach or rope.
No, it doesn't matter if you're outdoors or indoors. When it's cold, and so once you get that many clothes on, it's tough enough for me to pick my rope up and swing it anyways, the older I get.
Well, I hear you're pretty excited about your own bit line.
Yeah, I am. Thanks for asking. My bit line wasn't anything out of this world as far as the most innovative thing for our industry. The bit line was designed more so from a teaching standpoint.
I have a big question on my website all the time. People are asking me what kind of bits I use and everything else. And I've started about 4 or 5 different videos with that, and it's kind of been a very detailed deal. In the normal team roper, we've got to educate them more on what the actual job of the bit is. It's not, you don't buy a new bit to fix your horse.
That's correct.
And you know, there's bits that help you, but you can't buy a new bit and think that's going to fix the problem with your roping. And you know, I tell a lot of people all the time, the bit's a part of it. But the main part of it's understanding if your horse is sore, and there's so many issues. The bit is a key part, but there's a lot more issues that go on than just put a new bit in a horse.
Sure. No, there's no doubt about that. You know, the deal behind my bit line was to aid the roper. It was, and in doing so, I'm actually aiding the horse. It is solid. All of my heading bits are solid on the left side and broken on the right side. We want to be able to flex those horses, and if we can't set their noses to the steer, just as those head horses are setting their nose to the steer going down the arena, you know, to the right, then your heel horses are going to set their nose to the left. I'm not after the flex. There's a jillion broken bridles out there in the market, and every one of those broken bits give you that flex that you're after. What I was after was balance. I've been around the cow horse guys, I've been around the reiners, and every one of those guys want those horses' spines in line. That's the way they perform the best. They stay together better. And so, you know as well as I do that you go crawl on those head horses, and when they're a little bit green, if that horse goes to side passing down the pen when you're trying to get a novice roper to line out and rope one, and their horse goes to side passing on them because they have a little bit more motor than what they can ride, then you got to have some offside balance, which is shoulders, ribs, and hip. And so that was the purpose behind the bit. You know, we talked about choking up on a right rein on a head horse and choking up a little bit on a left rein on a heel horse to get that head set. You know, with this bit, again, one side's broken, one side's solid, so you can choke. You set your reins even. It was a aid for me to help my students be better with their left hand and not even know that they're being better with their left hand. Is it a fix-all bit? No, there's not one out there, because that's on your bit's only as good as your left hand. You and I know that.
Very true, very true. But as far as the NRS Training Center here, if you're ever in Texas and you want to go to a roping, if you want a little bit of a private school and want to learn how to rope a little better, yeah. Krece is your man right here in Decatur, Texas.
Well, we appreciate you coming and talking to us. That, you know, David's got it set up like a little team roping resort. We've got bunk houses, we've got cabins going in, swimming pool, hot tub, restaurant, roping arena, and 200 head of steers. So this is a good place to come hang out and rope.
Well, enjoyed. Brought my wife over here to rope. Good luck the rest of the weekend.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
Take care.